What's up guys, and welcome back to my Newcastle United career mode. We're into episode 14. In the last match we lost in the Capital One Cup quarter final against Southampton. We lost 2-1 at St Mary's Stadium with Darren Janmaat sent off in the second half, Michu converting a penalty and Morgan Schneiderlin scoring the final winning goal for them. As you can see here, we are in the January transfer window. We've got a match against Manchester United, and we've got to change the team up a little bit because, as I say, in the last match Darren Janmaat was actually suspended, so Ryan Taylor's going to come in for him, and that's going to be the lineup we're going to be going with. It's a huge disappointment there. Alexander Lacazette and Riviere in form at the moment, but it's a huge disappointment that he got knocked out of the quarter final in the last episode. Hopefully we can get a decent result. We really need to start climbing the table. We haven't done enough so far, and you know, so far a lot of people have been saying in the media that we need a better striker, we need someone who's going to score us more goals, and I agree with that, but we simply don't have the funds. The board aren't going to let me, you know, have more funds, especially not with the fact that we're not even close to qualifying where we should be at the moment, which is obviously a huge disappointment there. But we've got a match against Manchester United, sorry. It's going to be a tough match. We're going to have to play really well to beat them. They're probably somewhere close to the top of the table at the moment, but we really need to get a win here. We really need to get a victory because we've dropped points against lower placed teams. We haven't picked up points from the big teams. That's something we need to start doing. And Riviere trying to get on and get on an early through ball. We are away. Johan Gouffran, he's done well so far. He's come into the team and done fairly well, but I think I can't see him scoring too many goals. He's obviously playing as a left midfielder at the moment with Hatton Benarfa as a right midfielder. That's what you'd expect. You want Lacazette and Riviere to be scoring more goals than they are. Even if they formed a good partnership, it's not so solid a partnership that they're scoring, you know, 2 or 3 goals a game. That's simply not the case. They're scoring, you know, 1 a game, 2 a game maybe. Not enough with our defence to be able to say, yeah, we can go on and win games with this. We don't have the defensive ability to hold on to 1-0 wins, so we're pushing forwards. That makes us susceptible back, and as a result of that, it's obviously, you know, punishing us in terms of that. But Colaccini hold on the ball, taking the free kick. Johan Gouffran now on the ball, gives the ball away. We've got to do what we did against Southampton, which is pressure them the whole time. That's a lovely ball. Oh, it's a great effort. I don't know if he was offside. I think he was, but that's a lovely through ball there. Again, a yard, 2 yards out maybe, but good signs early on. You know, we haven't really seen too much of Manchester City in their attacking ability yet, but I'm sure we will. That's a lovely ball there. Lacazette goes for an early shot and forces a save from David Hay there. Absolutely fantastic shot. That's exactly what we wanted there. Johan Gouffran going to whip this one in. Hopefully we can get something. And that's not quite what you wanted there. Riviere now on the ball. There's Hatton Benarfa. Hatton Benarfa goes for the shot and forces another save from David De Gea. Absolutely fantastic. Johan Gouffran again going to whip this one in. Hopefully we can get a head onto it. We can't. Oh, and again, just doing so well in terms of getting the likes of Benarfa and Emmanuel Riviere on the ball and forcing a stop. I think the shot from Benarfa was blocked, which meant David De Gea could obviously pick up the ball there, but really positive sign so far. And Cheikhtioti in a lovely position there, makes a shot. David De Gea on form so far, 3 shots, 3 saves, so really well so far, but we need to be converting those chances. But you know, so far positive signs, definitely doing better than we did in previous matches against the likes of Tottenham Hotspur, Chelsea, you know, 3-0 defeats, 3-0 defeats, you know, those kind of defeats. They've hurt the squad. We haven't done too well so far, and that's a lovely cross there. And again, just doing so well there. I think that was maybe a foul there, but I don't think the goalkeeper spotted it, but we're lucky there. But again, try and make something happen. Don't know who's playing at the back for United. I suspect it's probably going to be the likes of Jones and Smalling, or the likes of, but That's a huge disappointment so far. Johan Gouffran definitely done well so far. Trying to make things happen. Here he is again on the ball. Johan Gouffran just skipping past the challenge there. Tries to take a shot and it's just wide. David Hay, you think probably had that covered if it was going in the net there, but it's a good effort, it's a good try, but haven't quite managed anything yet so far. The draw against Manchester United, I think most Newcastle supporters at the moment would probably take that, but I don't think I can. I think I need to be going for a win. We need to beat the results, and there's one matter there. Really good player, absolutely fantastic playmaker, but you know we've got to keep him quiet. Lacazette doing really well, holding on the ball there, bringing in Kabea. There he is again, holding on the ball. There's Riviere trying to run on the ball there. I think they've got Lindegaard in goal. It's been Lindegaard making those things. I don't know where David De Gea is. I wonder if he's been sold, but they've got Lindegaard in goal, which is a huge surprise, but he's done really well so far, made some fantastic saves. There we go, just clearing that ball, knocking in the way, which is exactly what we need. Then Rooney just shoves the player off the ball and just managed to win that one. That's a really, really good sort of tower block there. There's Kabea there, spotting the ball. Lacazette tries to play it to Riviere. Riviere doesn't have the pace to beat the defender. I think they've got Vidic in midfield. Sorry, Vidic in defence. I don't know who the defender is. Here's Lacazette now on the ball. Oh, and he tries to play a pass and it's a little bit disappointing there. Johan Gouffran looking a little bit tight for his last match. Obviously we're probably going to have to make some substitutions half time because a lot of these players, well, in fact all of them, played in the match against the Southampton, the Capital One Cup. That was only a few days ago. They're going to be tired. The result of that, going in the second half, they're obviously going to be weary, they're going to make mistakes, not being going to possibly able to have the pace that they might need to make those last ditch challenges that we needed. Marion Fellaini, obviously in midfield for Manchester United, which has surprised me because Manchester United, you know, not exactly known for the big, strong sort of lump it up field kind of approach, but obviously works sometimes. That's a long ball there, but Rooney can't get onto it. Shinji Kagawa there. 10 goals in all competitions. He's done really well for Manchester United so far this season. Then he's a really good player. He's been isolated at Manchester United, and we don't quite know why, because playing for in the Bundesliga he did really well, and that's why Man United bought him in. You know, he was a fantastic player in that league, but you know, ours is not to question why. We're just going to make sure we got to get a result against Manchester, and that's a penetrating shot there. I don't know who that was. I think it was probably. Looks like it probably was Kagawa, but doesn't quite manage it there. It's a clear shot there, really, really dominating. Obviously, the only change from the Capital One Cup game is the replacement of Daryl Janmaat with Ryan Taylor. Obviously, Daryl Janmaat not out because he wants to be out because he got sent off in that match. That's obviously why we lost. Went down to 10 men and then they seized on our opportunity there. And Arthur on the ball, all on the ball really well. Plays to Riviere. Riviere tries to take a shot, it's blocked. Gives them the opportunity to just knock the ball out there. And now you've got them on the opportunity for a counter attack. Colaccini just blocking the ball there. That's a lovely ball there, but Tim Krul just managed to get to that before Rooney does. I think we'll probably go into this half at 0-0. I know there was 4 added minutes, but I can't see a score in that amount of time. And that's a lovely ball there from Riviere. Can we get something? Riviere takes a shot. Oh, and that's really close there. Johan Gouffran doesn't quite react quick enough to be able to get onto that. But Lindegaard showing signs of why he couldn't displace David De Gea as the goalkeeper. But so far we've put all the pressure on them so far. Look at that, 7 shots, 5 on target, 51% possession. Our pass accuracy is better and our shot accuracy is better as well. Done really well so far. I'm going to keep the same lineup. I'm going to try and hold on to the ball, not make too many mistakes, because you know we know that Manchester United will hurt us if we do make mistakes. So we're just going to try and keep them on the back foot, but hold on the ball, make sure that we're not making too many silly mistakes. Colaccini very easily giving the ball away there, but managed to win it back there. Cheikh on the ball. Here's Remy Cabella. Remy Cabella spots the run of Riviere. Riviere trying to get onto it, but Lindegaard manages to get that one fairly easily. As you see there, Colaccini rising up above Rooney to get that ball. Here's Ryan Taylor on the ball. Riviere just blocked by a defender there from getting onto that run. Riviere doing really well to try and seize onto that one there, does really well. Colaccini again playing a little bit in an advanced position than where you would like him to, but you know, he's obviously done well in tracking back, getting on that ball where he needs to. Juan Mata now on the ball again. Rooney playing in a more advanced position. There's Marion Fellaini again. We've just managed to clear that ball. Here's Riviere. Remy Cabella now on the ball. Remy Cabella going forward. Going to play on this right hand side. Going to swing that one in. Doesn't quite manage it there. The defender just managed to latch onto the ball just before he managed to swing the cross in. I think there were two players going forward there, but Wayne Rooney now bombing down the right hand side. He's been all over the pitch so far. He's been left, he's been right, he's been central, he's been striker, doing exactly what he normally does, making a nuisance of himself, but he makes a waste of that goal there. So Antonio Valencia has been brought off and Nandi's been brought on. We've also got a few substitutions of our own that we could make, but I'm not going to make any changes yet. I think the team's done well so far, held on the ball very well. Nani making an early run, but Simcoe equals that opportunity there. Ryan Taylor again, getting on the ball. Here's Valencia again. Valencia spots the run of Johan Gouffran. Johan Gouffran there just doesn't quite manage to get the ball under his feet and he loses control of it there. Remy Cabella getting back on the ball. Plays it to Quixote. Quixote to Riviere. Riviere just losing on the ball. Quixote almost gets it back but doesn't quite manage it there. There's Juan Mata. Picks up a lovely through ball there. Makes it difficult for the defence. Colaccini now tries to make it. Simcoe equal to that there. Does a good effort there. There's Davide Santon. Plays with Gouffran. Gouffran to Cabella. Cabella tries to play it to Riviere. Doesn't quite manage it. Again trying to throw the ball through. There's Patrice Evra. Bombing forward as he usually does. The defence just manages to break that one up there. And every time we manage to get the ball forward and try and play it forward, they've just broke up the attack really, really well. And I think at this point I'm going to make a couple of changes. So I'm going to take a look at sort of how tight our squad is, and let's take a look there. I can see Johan Gouffran probably our most exhausted player there. I'm going to have Steve de Jong brought on for Remy Cabella, and I'm going to have an Alpha play on the left, and I'm going to have Johan Gouffran placed with Moussa Sissoko. That's a change I'm going to make. It'll give us a little bit more energy, and obviously with Ben Arfa and Moussa Sissoko on opposite sides, it might cause a bit of a threat there, but that's what we're going to go with at the moment. Here's Riviere. Riviere doing really well on the ball so far. Johan Gouffran just managed to get through there, almost managed to get the shot away, doesn't quite manage it there. Riviere managed to get the ball back. Here he is again. Riviere just skipping through the defence, tries to take a shot. Oh, and that's a goal! Manuel Riviere gets it in. It's 1-0 away to Manchester United. It hits the post. Lindegaard went down to get it, misses it, and then it comes off his back into the back of the net. Absolutely fantastic. Those changes should now hopefully help us to secure a 1-0 result against Manchester United. That would be an absolutely huge result. That would be a really, really big boost. You know, losing the Capital One Cup quarter-final like we did, that was a big disappointment. You know, a lot of the team was disappointed by that, understandably. But getting a result like this in the Premier League, where we've not done great and where we haven't performed to the best of our ability, and then nicking a win like this would be a huge result. As you can see there, Alexandre Lacazette scoring 6 league goals so far. I don't know how many Riviere has so far. I think he's probably on an equal paring there, but I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to rush this game. I'm not going to try and do too much with it. You know, at the end of the day, we're 1-0 up. What we don't need to do is make too many mistakes. And just spot Johan Gouffran just trying to make the run there. Don't quite manage it, but you can see that what we need to do now is we just need to make sure that we don't have you know, too many mistakes happen. And there you see, that's exactly what we expected to happen. Michael Carrick holds on to the ball, we go to make the challenge, which we do. It slips over to him, Colaccini tries to make the challenge, and Wayne Rooney just there at the right time just to slot the ball in the back of net past Tim Krul. Tim Krul in good form, you know, well, at least according to FIFA 14, but in terms of the number of goals that the defence conceded, the number of clean sheets he's kept, he hasn't kept a large number of clean sheets. I know that, you know, I think he's kept 1 or 2 clean sheets, and again, through on goal there, Tim Krul possibly demonstrated why he is on form there. He's really well in terms of the block there, and Robin van Persie being brought on for one matter. Manchester United are clearly going for the goal here. They're obviously going to attack us. But we just managed to knock that one out. But what we need to do now is we need to press forward. Moussa Sissoko on the ball. Here he is charging down there. I'm not really sure what that pass was. Riviere tries to pick it up again, and loses it. And Marion Fellaini just lobbing the ball downfield, just playing the long ball tactic. It's not quite worked out there. We really need to try and get a goal. I don't think it's going to happen. But Moussa Sissoko going to tries to skip past the challenge there. I think it's a Michael Carrick possibly, but here's Cheikhiote on the ball, just muscled off it again, but it gets us a throw in. That's exactly what we need. Wayne Rooney, 5 assists so far this season, done well so far. And if we can't get the win, the least we can do is obviously get a draw. There's only 3 minutes of added time being added on despite the number of throw-ins. Here's Steve de Jong. Steve de Jong playing a lovely ball. Oh, and that's really close. Lacazette doing really well there. Just managed to nod that one on there, but doesn't quite manage it there. A little bit disappointing. And that's the end of the game. It's 1-1. That's a decent result. Most Newcastle fans will take that. In terms of the play, pretty even. Emmanuel Riviere winning man of the match there. Obviously, he's done really well there in terms of the opportunities created. I think there's something like 13th table at the moment, but we need to take a look to see where we stand at the moment. Yeah, 13th at the moment, 18 points from 14 games. We need to be doing better than that. Going to advance on through. Next game is against the people who knocked us out of the Capital One Cup, which is Southampton, going to be at home. I'm going to end the episode here, and I'm going to see you in the next.
In your life, have you
Never.
ever witnessed anything quite like that?
Well, we're saying, you know, what a season, what a day, what a game.
Don't forget to click subscribe for all the latest videos.
In your life, have you
No.
ever witnessed anything
Well-
quite like that?
Well, we're saying, you know, what a season, what a day, what a game.